Thanks for tuning in to EDC Journeys to see my TWOSUN collection. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, hit thumbs up and please consider subscribing.
What's going on, EDC people, and what is our journey today? I just want to talk about Tucson a little bit. I have a few of their knives, well, 4 of them to be specific. Let's see here. Wong Design, Mazwan Muktar, and I believe Night Morning are the ones I have. I just can't believe how amazing Tucson knives really are. Just look at the action. It's just beautiful. Beautiful carbon fiber. They put a lot of thought into the hardware. You only see the pivot cover and the screw in the back, right? But look at the action. I mean, this one's a hoss in your hands, as LTK would say. It's real thick. Here's the Mazwan Muktar again. Listen to that. I mean, that's such beautiful. TS125, and I love that zipping sound that it makes. This is the TS125. It's I don't know how to describe the feeling. It's really cool. It's like I have some traditional knives that are like stag bone that I rub like a worry stone kind of a thing. This is just that's how I use that. That's how that feels to me. This is titanium frame lock with a milled pocket clip, contoured. It's got a little lanyard thing on the back spacer there. I know you're not going to hear it the way it sounds here, but when I do it just right, it makes this like zipping noise. And I believe I heard from Jerad over at NeevesKnives. I gotta remember to talk about that in a second. I hope I remember. He mentioned that zipping sound is actually the detent ball going over the little like um, grind marks, basically, like the zipping. And I thought that was so interesting, and maybe that's the sound that I'm hearing when I get it just right. But regardless of if it is or it isn't, that sound is awesome. Yeah, like I could hear that just now, but I don't think it probably didn't go through the microphone and through your speakers the way I hear it. It's 14C28N. It's got internal lock pins, or internal stop pins rather. See, they go right into that little area there, and then bing. That gives it such a good lockup. It's a really slim knife. I'm sorry if it shines. I'm using the natural light to kind of give you a really good representation so that you get some really good colors. And so if it shines a little bit and annoys you, sorry about that. Photography of knives is actually very difficult. Not only have I found, but I've known, because its cutlery itself is just difficult to photograph. And this is on an iPhone. I mean, I'm not using any high-end production equipment. Nice backspacer. This is pretty cool. And the clip is cool. It's nice and long, but it works so well. It's one of the best titanium clips I've had yet, personally. The relief thing is external on this model, but there are some Tucsons that do it internally. Maybe this one, I'll see. Okay. This is the Tucson, I believe it's the 264, designed by this was a night morning design, I believe. This is the 264 Mazwan Muktar. I think it's a really cool looking knife. I'm sure is polarizing. You either love or hate the way that that blade looks. I think it looks pretty cool. It's M390. First of all, look at the finish on it. Now, it's barely been used, so you're not going to probably see any scratches anyways, but if there was any, this finish would cover that up really well, and it covers up fingerprints really well. I've noticed, like, this one takes fingerprints really. I heard, again, I think it was Jerad that said that Tucson's 14C28N and 12C whatever takes fingerprints at a higher rate than the other seals, or something to that effect. And I don't know if that was him or not, but I did hear it from someone, and it's so true because look, you can't see. I mean, maybe you can see him a little bit, but not nearly as much as the other one. There's the M390. That's about all you see on the blade. So just like, we and other manufacturers, VV, they don't do much billboarding. The thumb studs are the stop pins. Again, getting stoppage on both sides. Look at like they're like the pyramided or whatever they got there, or stepped, I guess you could say, Colosseum style thumb studs. You have this big thick blade. I don't have my, do I have my thing? Yes, I do. It's right here. Let's see here. Millimeters. This blade stock, and I should have done the other one, but is 3.95. So it's literally almost exactly 4 millimeters, and it probably is if I caught it at the highest spot. And from 4 millimeters, it comes way down to this cool edge. It's really cool for slicing. It's got a wicked large belly, which you obviously have seen already, as it's the elephant in the room. But take a look at this finger choil. He did get kind of knocked for this and the pocket clip. See that little, oops, oh god, I almost cut myself. That little notch right there, that came out on it. And then the pocket clip is just so stiff, it's hard to use. And I think maybe he didn't take into consideration, see, it's contoured and it's titanium. And I believe the way the hardware works, it's like whatever I think it has a special name, but it's a screw that goes all the way through. And so this is very, very stiffly attached. And it's such a short piece of titanium. Sorry about that. The cat was going in a bag, a paper bag from a store. But take a look at the milling, and then the carbon fiber insert. And I'm just trying to show you these knives. This isn't a review of them or anything, so I'm not going to do the whole weight and length and yada yada of each one. This is my TWOSUN collection right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm just sharing it with you. This is contoured. It's really comfortable. Oops. It's almost like once you find the sweet spot on the thumb stud, like where it deploys, it goes right out, like it's almost like assisted. It has such a cool finish on it, I think. Anyways, the advantage of that choil is, of course, for sharpening. That plunge grind is way back here, so you actually get quite a bit of sharpening time on this large knife of M390. So I do like that. The pivot covers are nice looking. It's just a classy looking knife. And the action, oh my god. I mean, this is just nearly perfect. Almost a little too loose for my personal style. It deploys like nothing and just down. No effort at all. This is almost a joke. It's titanium. It's tiny. It's like a fifth pocket carry. I mean, look at this is my hand. This is the knife. Actually, I have a small hand, so that's whatever. Whatever. Oh, about 3 inches. Okay, so it took me a while to get the hang of it. It's a Wong design in M390. Take a look at the milling on the titanium. Even the finish on or the grind rather, on the blade was taken seriously. It's got a lock, steel, what am I trying to say? Insert here. You see that screw there? It has a contoured clip with I think a ceramic ball. I don't know how effective it would be, and I really don't think it's necessary. I think that, and that's when I said it's a joke. I think like the pocket clip is really probably unnecessary. I think most people, although girls' pants, I know, and this is nothing sexist, but I'm just saying, I know that they have smaller pockets, so maybe if you enjoy this as a front flipper and that's the size that you can fit, maybe that's something. But it's a Wong design. I've not really seriously used it, to be honest. I'm sure it's sharp. I know it's sharp, actually, and any of my Instagram followers probably remember a picture with this and a Band-Aid in the background. I'm not sure if you actually would remember that, but I did. I posted a picture of that because learning how to front flip this took me a lot of finger, I think. But it is I can't get over the design, the materials that have been tested to be true, real titanium, not fake, tested, PMI'd. Same with the M390 or 14C2010, whatever. Any of the steels that they claim have been accurate and have tested well as far as HRC, as far as I know. At least every time that I've seen or been told about. I've never heard of one Tucson not doing well. Anyways, and then lastly, the Tucson 127. Now, it is G10. I thought at first it was freaking micarta because the way take a look at the way it, let me try to get it in the light just right. Take a look at the way that it's, I guess, milled. Is that the word I use for this? I'm not sure. I have no idea what CNC'd or milled really even means. I'm just saying what I believe it is called. But this is white and black G10, I think. But it really feels like a fabric almost. So I thought for a while it was micarta. And it's the TS127, another Wong design. Look at that slicey blade. That is a very fierce looking blade. Very thin. Like, I would say PM, maybe even thinner than a PM3. I don't have one on me right now. Here's a Mannix that I can't flick. Okay. I know it's not focusing well, but I can't put my hand behind it too. Oh, let me try. So it's about the same, roughly the same stock as a Mannix. But it's a flat grind down to a laser, extremely thin edge, long design. It's got a D10 ramp. I believe this also comes in M39. There's two versions of this knife, or maybe there's even three now. But I think it comes in S90V, I think, and it's orange if I remember right. But I could be wrong, or that could be old information. So pay no attention. There's your clip, a nice rolled over one, plenty of room. Wish they had the flat screws, but they will learn that in time. This is the 127, so that's technically now, I guess, fairly earlier in their knives, because they're up in the now 300s. This is I believe the TS64. And if I haven't said it, the TS264 and the TS125. These two are Sandvik steels. These two are M390. I can't believe the centering on every one of them is perfect. Look at that backspacer almost makes that feel integral as well. It's a great place to put your thumb. Really can get good purchase on this knife. And it slices. I was slicing through cardboard the other day doing some recycling, just testing the knife out, and it's, oh my god. And again, the action. On these two, the action is just unreal. This one is it's a front flipper, and I'm not good at it, and it's my only front flipper, so I can't tell you if the action's good, because I honestly don't know if they're all this difficult to learn, or if I was just special in the process of learning how to use it. And I still have trouble with it. But if I were going to actually have this as my daily carry, or in my routine of daily carry, and not just my collection, I would definitely know how to do it. And clearly I know now how to do it. But look at that it's a little titanium frame lock. It's cute. The color, but whatever. It's kind of cool looking. It's like purple, pinkish. But the texture's nice. This one, oh my god. You know, he got a lot of help for that little chip there and the stiffness of the clip, but neither one of those bother me that much. I wish the clip was more like this one, because I love this clip. But it is what it is, because I will deal with that for this beautiful knife. I love that nice piece of uninterrupted carbon fiber. And it's nice quality carbon fiber. Let me show you in the sun for just a second, and then I'll wrap this video up. And this is contoured again. Look at all the milling on the titanium part, and it's all flush. There's nothing, no, perfectly centered. No quality issues. Well, besides those two things, everything else is very, very well done. And it's beautiful premium parts at a price that the people set, because it's basically sold at eBay rates roughly. You can go on sites like White Mountain Knives and find them sometimes. And if you do, you can always use code LTK to get 10% off. And my hand is really bright in that sun. And sometimes they have random models. Like it's just random what he has sometimes. So you can follow him there. There's also at least one reputable eBayer that I know of. I don't use eBay, but that I hear others speak of, that you can get TWOSUN Knives at. And if you really want to just grab it fast, sometimes Amazon has it, sometimes. But especially if it's one of the more popular models, they sometimes will have it. But it is sometimes at a very, very high marked up rate. Like the TS195 is one of my favorites. Not only have they changed the handle and name of it, which I just found out, they changed the handle to a plain, actually, it kind of looks like the Spidey Chef's, like just plain flat titanium. It still looks like it's an integral. It's the same knife, except for it doesn't have that like frag grenade pattern anymore. It's just flat titanium. and they changed the name to the Wave from the Silverback. If you remember right, I did a video on the TWOSUN 195 Silverback, which I borrowed from NeevesKnives. If you don't know who they are, I would be surprised, but you should go check their channel out and absolutely subscribe, but I would be surprised if you didn't know them. In fact, they just sent me some knives, and I've got to take a look. I've already started taking a look at the knives, but I've got to think about starting to do some more recording of them, of my time with them, so that I can get that out to you guys. That's to come. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day. Stand by for the content that NeevesKnives just sent me to take a look at. And if you want me to check out a knife that you have or donate it to a channel for a giveaway, which is my next point. Get in touch with me on Instagram, but that's my next point and my last point. I think I want to do a giveaway at 500 subscribers. Is that unreasonable? I'm only halfway there, but that's not an unreasonable goal, right? Because it'll be a good giveaway. It'll be a decent knife, or whatever I come up with by that time. But anyways, those are the knives. TWOSUNs, really cool. Wow, my focus is freaking out. EDC Journey signing out.
Thanks for watching my video on my TWOSUN collection. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up button and please consider subscribing.